Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ameyzing Reds. I am your host, Ameya. Welcome, everybody. If you are new here, obviously, this is the first stream. We are live. This is the first stream. I thought we could do a bit of a Q&A session, get to know each other, you know, something of that sort. How is everyone? I hope everyone watching has a good day, has been having a good Sunday. It is very likely that not anybody shows up, but we were live, and if you happen to be here, you were one of the first people on the first live. So welcome. This is going to be regular channel, regular Manchester United fan channel. We aim to we aim to give you guys entertainment with a little bit of integrity. So none of that clip farming nonsense. We have some great guests lined up for you guys. So kindly do stick around, subscribe to this channel, watch this space. We'll have more content coming up soon. Currently, I'm starting out in live streams format only. Pre recorded versions will come should the demand be there for it. So I had asked for some questions on Instagram, and the only ones that asked any questions were my best friends who asked me what kind of clothes I am wearing. So, as you can see, in terms of maturity, we have no maturity. A few things I would like to tell about myself. My name's Ameya, hence the name Ameyzing Reds, and I have been a host for previous other fan channels. I have been a host previously for other fan channels. If you guys have followed me here from the United Way, you will know that that was my first time hosting. But now I've been on other panel shows and I have started hosting myself. So I'm gonna try and make this a regular thing. Get in on the content. A few There are a few things about this channel here. We do not tolerate nonsense. So in the sense, like, banter is fine, but straight up hate and stuff like that doesn't work. If that sort of stuff is what you're on, you're getting blocked. In terms of the people that I want to include on this channel, I want to have people like journalists, reputable journalists, people with some skin in the game. So clearly, people who write for the Sun, and the people who write for the Sun are out. Uh, I will have people who are content creators in the space, like Manchester United, fellow Manchester United fans, people who are fans and coaches, stuff like that, join and teach you guys something. That is something that I want to do. Give back a little to the community, get people, create a more educated fan. That is something that I plan to do. I, I would like to ask you guys what your thoughts on Manchester United right now is. If you ask me personally, that's one of the questions that someone asked me on private, not on the question tab that I'd opened on Instagram. The link for the Instagram is in the description. Please do subscribe to it so that you can ask me questions from there. Someone asked me on private, what are your thoughts on United's transfer budget right now? Skint is what I'd say, but slow as well. Those are the only two words I can use to describe how Manchester United is currently doing stuff in the market, which is not a bad thing. Realistically, I would rather we take our time, map our targets, get players that we want instead of players that want us, not just we want. I don't want another Jadon Sancho type signing, and take our time with it, get get the right candidates in, move quickly when it's needed, and be a bit more smarter in the window. If that manages to happen two seasons in a row, that will be probably the first time it's ever happened. So yeah, that is something that I look forward to. um, you guys who will watch this later on, please do put in the comments what are your thoughts from 1 to 10. How would you rate Manchester United's uh, season so far? I would say, on overall, we've managed to get Edison in. That is something that I'm excited about. People will be a bit unflattered by it, given that he's not a marquee signing, but I think he raises our floor. He doesn't really raise our ceiling, but he is a very solid player from whatever I saw in those games for Atlanta in the Europa League. Top player, gets the game, is quick with his feet, and doesn't just jump into rash tackles. So he's immediately an upgrade on the likes of Ugarte. Um, I think Ugarte is definite gone now. So that is something that we should be glad about. You can criticize Ineos for uh, a lot of things, but one thing that you can't criticize them for is the transfer business that they've done so far. I think their previous transfer window was one of the best transfer windows we've had post Alex Ferguson days. So definitely a big plus point. Uh, and talk about the players that they brought in. They bolstered our attack, and all three players that they got in for the attack scored 10 goals or more. And at the back, they bolstered the back as well with goalkeeper, because they realized that the only thing Andre Onana can save is a PDF, nothing more than that. And they were like, we need to get this guy out of here. They managed to shutter out a lot of players that were problematic, such as Rashford and Sancho and Garnacho, even getting rid of players who are not good enough to play for Manchester United, like Rasmus Højlund. So they are managing to do some good business in the transfer window. Patrick Dogu, Eden Heaven, these kinds of players have been brought in by Ineos, who have been identified as low cost, uh, high potential targets. So I think if we continue on this path to maybe three more windows, and I think we'll have a squad that can actually challenge for the title. Now, obviously, a question that would be asked in these kinds of things is, are United going to win the league? Now, as a fan, I'll always say yes. Every season, we're going to win the league. Doesn't matter how bad we are. There's a chance. At the first day of the season, there's a chance. After like 2 3 weeks after we've been battered, by Fulham, Brighton, Brentford, stuff like that, you can hold your hands up and say, okay, maybe we're not in the title race. But as the things stand currently, I'm feeling pretty confident about the season. Realistically, when we're about one entire squad, like five players away from challenging, but should the opportunity come, we should be able to grasp it with both hands. And that's why I think I'm looking forward to this season, at least for the start of the season. The fixtures have been released. Hull away is our first game. It's, I think, the first time in 10 years that our first home game is away from Old Trafford. So I don't know what to think about that. But given the fact that it's a recently promoted side, I think we've got points in the bag. But yeah, in terms of looking forward to the next, like, upcoming season, I am quite excited by it because of the man in charge, Michael Carrick. I was not very excited going in with Ruben Amorim, just purely because I didn't feel like he was taking us in the right direction with his system, and he was too stubborn for it. A lot of people may disagree with me, but I was not really. I gave Amarim time until he was sacked, but I didn't really feel any confidence of us winning any game under Ruben Amarim. There was never a time where I felt like this game is a game that we can win. Every time I thought there's going to be one goal that we somehow score and win, or else it's going to be a draw. May not lose, but didn't think we were going to win. Michael Carrick's brought in that belief that yes, we can win and we can win big. That's why, you know, I'm looking forward to this season. And yeah, it should be a fun season. In We are going to be doing live streams a lot leading up to the season. I may not be there for a lot of the like watch along stuff because I just genuinely can't be asked to live stream my reaction. I'm just most of the time just an anxious wreck looking like this, and I don't think any of you guys want to see that. So that's why there's not going to be any watch alongs on this on this platform. We can do post match reactions. I'll try and do post match reactions as well because in India matches happen at night. If if I can manage to do it, all well and good. If not, just too bad. As you can see in my description over here, I am a member of Manchester United Supporters Club Pune. So if you know me from there, holler in the comments. Let me know you're from the Pune's Red Army. I'll be honored for that. Yeah, this was a short stream that I had just planned so that I can get used to everything in the in StreamYard. I've not streamed for a long time, so just getting used to it. This is just a practice stream, and yeah, I'm going to use that thumbnail one more time, or at least a couple more times because I spent a lot of time like editing that. I don't use AI. If it makes any difference to you guys, if not, fair enough. But all the thumbnails, everything has been done by hand or by Canva, but no AI has been used in any form. All of it has been just regular it. So if you hate AI, generative AI as much as I do, give us a like. So yeah, this is going to be a short 15ish minute stream. I think we've got more or less what we wanted to get through with. You know, Please do keep coming. I will keep notifying people on my channel, on my Instagram channel, when I'll be doing a live, which day I'll be doing a live. I'll try and be as regular as possible. Please do subscribe to the Ameyzing Reds Instagram page. Give us a follow so that we know that people are watching. The next Q&A, I sincerely hope some of you actually ask some questions, which are I can ask on live streams, not ones which will get me cancelled. You know who you are. You know what you asked. So yes, that is more or less everything that I had to speak about. Just a little ramble session. Nothing too interesting. Just trying to see how this lands. We'll be back with a few guests for the next stream, and hopefully that one will have more viewers. And yeah, if you are new to this channel, if you're new to this stream and you haven't understood it by now, my name is Ameya. This is Ameyzing Reds, and we are going to be going through Manchester United stuff with a little bit of fun. I know this is not one of those high fancy ones. One MUFC and mid wicket manager Shashi Bhai and Mohak Bhai are infinitely bigger than me. I understand. I'd hold my hands up, but the dream is that one day I can be like them. So if you want to help a guy, a small time streamer out, please do subscribe to this channel. I'll try and get them on the channel as well. If you guys if you guys have them in their contacts and you manage to find this video, please do tell them to, you know, come on this stream. I would be glad to have them on. I genuinely like what they have to say about Manchester United. They're well, well, well educated on the topic of it. And if you want to learn something about the game of football and the club Manchester United, its history, the lore behind it, Please do subscribe. We got a lot of interesting content coming out for you guys. All right, then that's been my time, guys. I've been Amey. This is Ameyzing Reds. Thank you. Good night.